What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking another look at the kvegaskickz Caitlin Clark Light Armory Blue. This is the God Killer batch from Kickwho, the US warehouse. Before we get into them, I want to remind you that this video and all the content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're new to the channel, guys, if you'll go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me, be sure to comment as well. Very helpful, helps us go further, faster, and get you even more of these reviews. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. That's going to be in the description of the video. Guys, I appreciate all your support. Let's take a look at these Kobe's. So I've reviewed these before on the channel, multiple batches, including this one, the God Killer batch from Kickwho. Again, there is their information right there, including that discount code, kvegaskickz. All that's going to be in the description. However, like I said, these are from the US warehouse, faster shipping times. I'm on the East Coast and I typically get my stuff in about 5 business days. It's been, sometimes 6, sometimes 4, but on average it's been 5. So it's pretty quick. And that is the benefit of the warehouse. So let's go ahead and dive into these and see how they did. So you do have your kvegaskickz Protro outsole, solid rubber compound. These are great for traction and they do have the correct traction pattern in the heel. The kvegaskickz, as you go up in sizes, this traction pattern does change. Purely an aesthetic thing, but still it's a detail that they do get correct. You got your Shizuku in black, the real carbon fiber. I already had these out on the court and they do squeak on the court right out of the box for those of you that want to know that. So there's a quick shot of that, and traction was what you would expect for a kvegaskickz. Your midsole got a semi-gloss paint finish, and this one, for some reason, this kvegaskickz in all the batches, and I'm assuming retail, it's got like these little nubs on it, like a textured, you can feel all throughout the midsole. I don't recall any other kvegaskickz being like that. If you think of one, let me know, but I can't think of it. Of course, you got your Nike Zoom, your Kobe code, and phenomenon at the toe box, of course. Medial side on this one looks very clean. Not seeing glue residue, guys, going from the outsole to the midsole or the midsole to the upper. So very happy about that, because Kobe's, as you know, do have a tendency to have some sole separation issues. Not something that I've personally experienced, but I know plenty of people that have. But anyway, that glue job looks great. Now, fit and comfort of the God Killer batch, guys, I consider it a nice 1-to-1 fit. I'm a men's 13, that's what I normally get. And I consider it like comfortably snug is what I call it. I don't have a lot of extra room, nor do I really want a lot of extra room in a basketball shoe. I don't want my foot sliding around. I would tell you to go with your normal size unless you're a wide footer. Then you definitely want to go up half a size. Or if you know what you already wear in kvegaskickz, go with that, because in my opinion, these fit just like retail. Comfort wise, they're going to stick with the Protro setup, so you are going to get that top loaded Zoom Turbo unit in your forefoot area. Nothing in the heel but this Cushlon, which is just fine for impact protection. So that's all good. And then of course they do come with the correct mold to your foot insole. We'll see that a little bit later. Now the upper, of course, with your kvegaskickz is the micro mesh upper with the polyurethane scales. The scales on this one, more of a matte finish, looks great. You can see kind of a gradient fade on that blue. Scale lining height, I think, is really good. Not too high or too low on my pair. And when I'm saying the scale lining, this right here, that little lining before it starts breaking up into scales, that's what we're talking about if you're not familiar with that. Overall shape and feel of the shoe is very good. I feel like the new 3.0, the upper is not as stiff, it's more pliable right out of the box, which is good. Same thing with that Zoom Turbo unit. When I used to get kvegaskickz from Kickwho, it would take a little bit for them to break in, not gonna lie. And I think with the updated batches that they're doing, that Zoom Turbo unit is more responsive right out of the box. You do get your correct laces, the kvegaskickz, over top of your torch tongue, and then up at the top, memory foam in the top of the tongue with that Light Armory Blue Shizuku, got a gloss finish to it, pressed in perfectly to the tongue, nice and flush. And then one thing that I think the God Killer batch gets better than any other batch, among some other things, but is the shape of the tongue. They get that nice tight spiral and the good height. You can see that insole in that same Light Armory Blue, same thing with that kind of silky sock liner. So all that's looking good. You got your blue swoosh, does have a little bit of an overspray effect, looks like. No problems there. And in the back portion, guys, you have this nice soft synthetic leather that has like a pearlescent finish to it. Very soft on it, good quality on the leather. You can see it's wrinkled up where I already had them on foot. And then you have that kind of bluish semi-translucent heel counter with the blue signature. And I think this is another thing that they've improved with the 3.0 is the overall height of the rear. A little bit taller, a little bit more narrow, and this portion right here comes to a little bit more of a point. This used to be a little bit flatter, so they've improved that, and it looks really good. Medial side, just a mirror image of the lateral. Again, really good height on that scale lining. No problems really on this pair thus far. Let's bring in the left one and see how it looks. Again, right off the bat, really good height on that scale lining. I mean, that's pretty spot on if you ask me. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you think, but I think that's perfect. And in the back of the shoes, great shape, perfect height on both of them, straight, everything lines up. Just the craftsmanship is exactly what I've come to expect from Kickwho. Yeah, no complaints on this pair that I'm seeing yet. And you see some compression marks on the midsole. Again, that's because I've already had them out on the court. Did not look like that out of the box, so don't fret over stuff like that. And then there is your phenomenon again. And that Shizuku, perfectly spaced, pressed in. I mean, that is perfectly flush with the tongue. That's awesome. All right, let's check out the Strobel, guys, and see what we can see. You got the gray Strobel, and then you can kind of tell, at least I can, I hope it's showing up on camera, right in this area where the outline of that Zoom Turbo unit starts, and then our size tag right there. Now these are, as per usual for a Kobe, just going to come with some tissue paper inside. They don't come with, you know, shoe trees or anything like that for Kobe's. And then the insole, as we said, is that correct mold to your foot insole. Already got a little something on it from having them on foot, but it is for the correct size, men's size 13. Not a lot to talk about there other than it being the correct insole. Shoes, absolutely beautiful. Let's set them over here and take a look at the box. So with this one, guys, you do get the 3rd generation Protro box. So it is that glossy scale pattern all over with the gold foil signature on the lid. You're gonna get that same look all the way around, your Shizuku and your branding. Some branding blacked out on the bottom. You got your gold window, another Shizuku, and your box label is Kobe 6 Protro Light Armory Blue and White, men's 13. Inside, you have the black look in the lid. Got that new tissue paper, the black with the gold foil Shizuku. There's gonna be white paper underneath that, and I don't believe there was any other stickers or anything inside the box. The box is a very heavy duty, good quality on it, and as you can see, was perfectly protected in shipping. That's another thing, not that, I mean, I hardly ever get anything damaged from Kickwho anyway, as far as the box goes, but I have never, that I recall, gotten one from the US warehouse that shows like any damage at all. So that's always a plus. But shoes look great. I compared them to my pair from the regular warehouse, and honestly, this one might be a little bit better. I think the scale lining slightly lower on this one, which I like. But yeah, no complaints on this pair from me, but you guys let me know. So anyway, guys, that is my unboxing review of the Kobe 6 Light Armory Blue, the God Killer batch from the US warehouse. I hope you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on my other socials. And be on the lookout, guys. We got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.